Live coming to you from Meadow Mill in Hamden. Be sure to tell us about your weekend plans in the comments field below. Comment, like, share, and follow us at #JMoreWeekend. I'm Amanda. This is Simone. Simone, it's Friday the 13th. Ooh. So do you have a phobia or a fear of the number 13?
I'm fearful just about every day. Like, you never know what's going to happen.
Anything could be
really
scary.
A lot of times it's not good. So I wouldn't say 13 really stands out for me.
Yeah. I think I'm afraid of Sunday nights.
Yeah,
like, I hate
totally.
those. I get the Sunday night shakes. I start like breaking down in hives. Mm-hmm. But apparently lots of people are actually phobic of 13, and some people stay home from work in case something bad happens.
Wow.
Actually, it's pretty empty in here today. Maybe everyone we work with is afraid of 13.
Maybe, although I've heard that in Judaism, 13 is a lucky number.
Oh, well, there you go. Let's celebrate.
So
awesome.
Yes.
So not to get all poetic on you, but I feel like we look like two leaves from the same tree, two different leaves. We're like in progress here.
I know.
We're
like
fall is coming.
It's finally here.
Yay.
Yeah.
So, tell us about Kugel Fest.
Turning into a huge pumpkin.
Kugel cook-off happened.
Oh, I was at the Kugel cookout last Sunday, and it was really fun. I had to taste 11 different Kugels.
You had to.
Well,
some people would not think that was a hardship.
By the time I got to like maybe
That's
6,
that's enough Kugel.
It was a lot of Kugel.
You probably don't need to have any for a long time.
I probably could skip it this year.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I might change my mind. You never know.
But so did it turn out that it was all potato Kugel?
So no, there was no potato.
No potato.
And I have
Kugel.
to admit that I was disappointed. I'm a big potato Kugel person, more even than noodles. It was all noodles. Most of them were just slightly sweet. One that was made by like a 16-year-old girl was pizza flavored,
That's
and
cute.
it really tasted like pizza.
That's really cute.
So a lot of people won in a lot of different categories. It was really fun.
That's awesome. Do you know what they plan to do next year? Have they mentioned that yet?
Oh, we were talking about that. And what did people suggest? I can't remember.
Okay.
I'll have to get back to you on that.
We'll get back to everyone on that one.
Yeah.
Thumbs up if you like Kugel. Thumbs down if you really don't.
At this point, I'm on the fence. Okay. So, Amanda,
Yes.
did you ever leave the house last weekend?
I actually left the house. It happened.
That's fantastic. Good for you.
And I don't even have a fear of anything. Well, I guess I sort of do. So, I went and saw Blade Runner, 2049. Oh, it's so good.
Really?
I saw it at the Senator. Glenn, are you an old Blade Runner fan? No? Really? Okay, yeah, there's like two factions. You know, some people say they're like either Star Wars or Star Trek. Well, no, I'm Blade Runner.
I'm neither.
Yeah, none of those. None of the above. So I always thought I knew exactly where I stood. This isn't going to mean anything to anyone who's not a Blade Runner fan, but I always thought I knew exactly where I stood on who is a replicant and who isn't. Like, I was pretty confident. And then I saw this one, and what's interesting is it doesn't really provide straight up answers. So now I'm more confused. And I know less. I'm less confident in who is a replicant, who's not, what's a clone, who's a clone. Who's human? You know, their whole tagline is more human than human. So it's very confusing. But it was beautiful. And it's like right in line with the original. It was so good.
Right.
And this week, again, I left the house.
You left the house twice?
It's a streak.
Well, not only to go to work?
Oh, well, I came to work too. But, I mean, I'm here. I saw Monterey Pop at the Senator. And
that sounds like fun.
It is playing there Sunday through Tuesday still.
Ooh.
And you should totally go. Have you seen it, Glenn?
I can't remember if I've ever seen it.
Okay, we're talking Mamas and the Papas,
right.
Jefferson
Jimi Hendrix.
Airplane, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, who
Grateful
killed
Dead.
it.
No.
Janis Joplin was phenomenal.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
gotta see it.
Chills, tears.
I gotta see it. Yeah.
Ravi Shankar got a standing ovation. It's good. It's really good.
All right.
So definitely I recommend going to Senator to see that. All right, let's stop talking about the time I left the house and tell everyone what they should do this weekend.
Yeah, right. Okay, so all weekend long, you can see Cirque du Soleil. I'm sorry, Cirque goes Broadway. I don't have a problem with that. Cirque goes Broadway at the Meyerhoff Symphony Hall.
Nice.
Jack Everly will be conducting, and there'll be acrobats and aerialists and music from Broadway shows. So it should be great, especially if you're a big Broadway fan.
am.
8 to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 3 to 5 on Sunday.
Okay.
Tonight, Pumpkin and Pints at Village Learning Place. It's a fundraiser. There's beer, there's cider from local breweries, and food from local restaurants.
Sounds good.
Yeah, well, how can you go wrong? There's a pumpkin carving contest open to the public.
Please be careful.
Be careful. That's
It is Friday the 13th, so let's be careful while we carve those
definitely.
pumpkins.
And this is a kid-friendly event, but
Be careful with the carving.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there. Okay. Also tonight, there's the Dead have resin toy. I got to say that again. The Dead have resin toy show at Atomic Books.
I'm very excited about this.
Right?
one.
Can you explain
Yes.
this? I don't
so
really
I
get
am
it.
a collector myself, and for those of you who are uninitiated, it's vinyl art toys or custom art toys. And there's a lot of different companies who make different figures. You may have heard of Dunnies or Moneys or Labbits. Different little figures. Often they come in blind boxes because they're limited editions. So when you want to get all of them, but you don't know which ones you're getting in the blind boxes. So when you open them, you get to find out, like, do you have a really rare one? Is it like a 1 in 50, a 3 in 50?
Kind of cool.
So anyway, some of these companies make blanks and then like local artists or street artists or graffiti artists or urban artists customize them. So Atomic Books is having a showcase by Baltimore toy makers, and it's of the custom toys by DIY resin makers. And they span from strange interpretations of classics to original creations. And that opening reception's from 7 to 9.
Well, thank you for
Yes.
sharing your wisdom
I have
with us.
I've gotten many of my art toys from Atomic Books.
Okay, sounds good. So check that out. Also check out the Truck or Treat food truck gathering in Harbor Point. That will have more than a dozen of Baltimore's food trucks rolling in, and there'll be live music, vendors, adult beverages, and a costume contest with prizes. Some of the participants include Cooper's Chow Hound, Burger Wagon, the London Chippy, Farm to Charm, Dizzy Cow Pizzeria, and Ice Gems Baking. And that's tonight from 5 to 10.
I think that sounds like a lot of fun. I think it
Sure.
would be awesome if the trucks came in costume. Like, the trucks should have to dress up like whatever they're offering. No? Okay, maybe not. Yeah, Glenn likes it. Glenn likes it.
All right. Well,
So
he
trucks,
doesn't usually
dress
like
up.
anything we say, so that's a that's a good.
necessarily
No, I
true.
mean he doesn't share it. That's
Okay,
what I mean.
Friday and Saturday.
He doesn't press like on the.
Keep going.
All right, Friday and Saturday, you can see Reanimator at the Parkway. Do you remember the 1985 film about the mad scientist who's working to reanimate corpses?
I totally remember.
Of course,
It's kind
you
of
would remember that.
It's kind of a cross between Revenge of the Nerds and Frankenstein or something.
All right. Well, this classic horror film is at the Parkway tonight and tomorrow at 11:30 for some good late night frights.
Nice. You're watching Jay Moore's Weekend Agenda on Facebook Live. Please tell us about your weekend plans. Like, share, and follow at #JayMooreWeekend.
Okay, moving on to Saturday. We've got Das Best Oktoberfest 2017 at Lot H at MAT Bank Stadium.
Of course we do.
Okay, and this event features all you care to taste international, domestic, and local beers, wines, and schnapps. And it kicks off Baltimore Beer Week.
Yay, Baltimore Beer Week.
There'll be celebrity guests, Oompa and polka bands, brats and sausages, and everything else you could want in a German beer hall themed event.
She said brats.
That excites you?
No, it's brats.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm like fine with her saying. I was like, yeah, brats.
Brats.
It's a different thing.
In Chicago,
right,
they
well, I
probably
don't-
say brats.
Yeah, I don't really like that.
Say
So
some brats.
brats.
Well, anyway, go there
All
and
right,
get
it's
it.
from noon to 6 if you want to go.
Doesn't it feel like it's just Baltimore Beer quarter? Like, I don't know that it's just a week, but
It's
okay.
it's every
all the
week.
time. So
Right.
speaking of Oktoberfest,
Right. On Sunday, there's also the Annapolis Harvest Brew Festival at the Chesapeake Brewing Company. And this event includes, guess what? Unlimited samples of Harvest craft beers.
Yay!
Are you sure I have the right script? This is what we said that? Okay. There'll also be a home brewing championship with guest judges, live entertainment. Oh, and more pumpkin carving.
Pumpkin carving!
Yeah.
Awesome.
2 to 6 p.m.
Okay.
All right. Waterfront Partnerships Harbor Harvest. That's a tongue twister. Harbor Harvest at Rash Field. The free event includes a petting zoo, hay maze, face painting, costume parade, and live music by Milkshake. I know a lot of little kids really like Milkshake. Food trucks will be on hand as well.
Keep going.
Okay. From a flooded basement in Baghdad, the true story of the Iraqi Jewish Archive is at the Jewish Museum of Maryland. And it's an intro to the JMM's new exhibit, Discovery and Recovery, Preserving Iraqi Jewish Heritage. And in this program, Doris Hamburg tells the story of more than 2,700 Jewish books that were discovered in the flooded basement of the Iraqi intelligence headquarters in Baghdad. And that's at 3 p.m. on Sunday. That sounds so interesting.
Really interesting. So I guess if you go to this, you'll find out what those 2,700 Jewish books were doing in the basement of the Baghdad Iraqi headquarters.
Right. And this is actually opening day for that exhibition, and it runs through January 15th. So even if you can't make it to this program, check out the exhibit.
And I know last week we had the JMM's Trillion here, and she talked a little bit about this and some other events. But and it's actually been a pretty controversial exhibit. Mm-hmm. So it's really cool that we have it. You should totally go see it.
Yeah, really. This could be
one more event.
Oh, this is Amanda's very excited about this event.
Glenn might be.
I'm not excited.
Glenn might be.
But it's ZZ Top at the Hippodrome. No, he's like,
also,
who cares? All right.
Come on, he's a legend.
Okay, this is a great opportunity for those who like that sort of thing to see the rock legends in an intimate space.
True.
Billy Gibbons, Frank Beard, and we know why he's called Frank Beard, and Dusty Hill are all still together after 45 years.
I mean, come on.
That's insane. And it's at 8 p.m.
They're a legend.
All right.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to like them, but they are a legend. So, don't forget that it is also Free Fall Baltimore all month. That is going to be it for us today. You have been watching Jay Moore's Weekend Agenda. Join us here Fridays at 12:30 for more weekend plans, and follow us at #JayMooreWeekend. And tune in on Thursdays at 12:30 for This Week in Baltimore Eating, our brand new Facebook Live series hosted by Richard Gorelick. No pumpkins were harmed in the making of this broadcast.
Promise.
Have a safe and amazing weekend. Get through Friday the 13th.
Bye.
Bye.